Tigers looking to stick around a little longer. We start with Stanford and Alabama. Up next, Oklahoma State, Utah. Those next 4 teams, that's winner's bracket action. Tomorrow we've got a double. Haley Kaneshiro last year in the deciding game of the regionals. UCLA here at the World Series. And those are the numbers for her this season.
I think a big part
CC tournament. And Gindelsberger off the glove of CAHALAN, and on the ricochet, Taylor's going to try for 2, and she'll slide in safely. Another grad student out of Mason, Ohio, trying to drop down the bunt. She pops it right up to Montana, but nobody there at second. Knocked in 3 RBI off of Montana in last year's tournament. She checks the runner, goes to first for the out, and it appeared they had the runner hung up between Chung, the sophomore from Thousand Oaks, California. Hot shot to second. Kaylee Hevlin stays down on it, side retired, a double with Prangy and Johnson at the top, followed by KENLEIGH CAHALAN.
You see a lot of drops, a lot of down zone. She's got really as they hit a fly ball.
And Prangy out to center field, and Gindelsberger with a in both the regionals and the supers to get here as a surprise. Johnson puts this one in play, floats it out to right. And Caitlin Lim is there to started out her career at Alabama a year early, and then she
on the plate a little bit too.
Sends that the opposite way, and back on the grass to make the catch is Emily Young. So of course the drop ball pitchers, 298 on the season for Emily.
Or
6
Well,
Kiki Malloy
has more. Yeah.
Exactly. Base hit, Schultz. This is how they choose to beat you right here. Had a runner in scoring position in the first, could not get Gindelsberger home from third base. Lim, another one of the seniors from Irvine, California, drops down the sacrifice, 1 away. Schultz to second. Opposite way, looking for the gap, and she'll find it, and Stanford will strike.
Strike zone on the outer half is going to punch it into the gap, and it's just not within the reach of LARISSA.
Base hits for the Card and a 1-0 lead.
So 2 teammates coming together.
That called strike 3. 2 down.
Fout's working. Very powerful freshman. You look at the numbers, 360 batting average.
And a called strike 3, so a couple back-to-back looking for Montana Fouts, but who started out her career at Tennessee, was there for 3 years, and now the last 2 with
Awesome.
Slow roller to short. Emily Young over to first, 1 down.
Has been their ace through this postseason, but she threw this morning.
Dowling, that one's chopped to Young. Oh, and it gets away from Emily Schultz. Junior out of Danville, Alabama. He, the other day, called it the most gratifying season of his career. Young will try again. This time gets it right. 2 down. Callie Hevlin, one of the newcomers to the
Florida Gulf Coast Softball League.
Oh, and there's a shot, but right at Schultz. So Stanford's defense able to clean it up.
Player that you grew up loving watching in the Women's College World Series is playing on the same field, so really cool.
And Gindelsberger back to the top of the order for Stanford. Deep in the hole, CAHALAN fires, and a stretch at first by Broadfoot, 1 down.
I mean, that's a bam-bam play because of Taylor being from the left side.
In what might be her final appearance, get another day. Get all of them another day. Stanford, of course, has other plans. And they've got a
thing that Stanford's been doing so well against Montana is working her deep into
The pitch count's important for Montana Fouts.
Absolutely.
fly ball out to right center, and calling it off at the last minute is Preuitt. Well, Tracy Laycock and Don Brown tonight.
Oh, what are the odds that you're going to get one?
Well, we're going to get one now.
Now that one's not close, and that one might be playable, and a nice snag next to our and Florida. led an SEC revolt for last year. Ground ball to short. Young's been busy there.
Usually are.
Yeah.
VAWTER on the
Women's College World Series
Yes.
before the Women's College World Series. Already kind of feels like that, but.
Got her to chase it. The first strikeout for VAWTER tonight. 2 down.
pitcher that's learning how to pitch in softball. They just want to learn the rise ball. It's like the pitch that every.
And there she goes, drilling it back up the middle for the Tide's first hit of the night.
So she's just tough to score on for all those reasons.
Here's Jenna Johnson. 3-2 pitch. Off of her glove, but to the second baseman, MAHLER, who gets the out and ends the inning. Emily singled and scored the lone run back in the second on the RBI double. Kristen White in center. 1 down. The other day, she said Bama is a blessing.
Keeping the face, working hard, just in rehab, just for the opportunity to step on the field one more time and wear that uniform for Alabama.
Highest of highs and the lowest of lows here. That perfect game a couple of years ago, in this decade or so ago, winning it in 2008, 2011. And Shipman behind the plate makes the.
Talked about with VAWTER just how good she is at limiting free passes. When you have to
is the part of the batting order to get it going. It's the heart. But instead, VAWTER gets the strikeout of CAHALAN. 1 down.
And the problem with moving up. Same
VAWTER.
pitch. Smitty
2 down.
again goes back to back, and not just.
And since then, VAWTER has just been increasing the amount of. Bailey Dowling. Back up the middle. Backhanded. MAHLER over to first. Got her. This is the designated play. Pops it up. CAHALAN at short. 1 down.
7 outs. All of them have been in the air.
Another one. And that is quick work for Montana Fouts. Another plus for her and open things up. Just 2 base runners. Bailey Dowling and both will have to fight their way out of the loser's bracket to do it. And a strikeout of Essman.
Wow.
That's 3 of the last 4. And Hevlin goes down. 2 outs have come in the last 3 innings. The second time through the lineup.
2 base runners for Bama. That's it.
Pop up. Emily Schultz says mine, and it is hers. A 1-2-3 inning. It's aside. 1-0 Stanford over Alabama. VAWTER and
Scored. Had Taylor Gittelsberger been on third base.
3-2 pitch to Emily. Called strike 3. Well, Fouts and VAWTER somehow seeming to get. Kaneshiro 0 for 2. Kaneshiro launches one. Back it goes. And on the track, the catch is made by Jenna Johnson. Slow roller. CAHALAN charges and fires. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for
Drop ball low in the zone. She has just been outstanding. No free passes, just the 1 hit given up.
She's only 1 hit, only 2 base runners. Chop to third and got her. Sydney Steele, quick out of the glove.
Double highlight.
It's been a hit tonight. A single back up the middle. Kennedy. With the rise, couldn't keep up.
8 sharp break with that velocity consistently over 70 miles an hour.
Since to some of the great rise ball pitchers in history. And oh, and a diving grab. Caitlin Lynn with the catch for at least 1 more game. But the Cardinal with the lead on trying to keep this a 1-run game. 12 in a row retired by Fouts. 1 down. 0-2 pitch. Fitting. It's a rise ball. 2 down. So deep fly ball. Back it goes and out of here. Sydney still runs tonight for Stanford. Solo shot, 2-zip.
Sydney Steele, she has run, and look at this swing, too. I mean, just getting on time. That's the biggest thing. It got out of here so quick, out of that spot. Washington and now Stanford.
Right back to Montana. If this is indeed a Fouts farewell in the afternoon against the loser of tomorrow's Florida State. Strike 3, 1 down.
Look at those reacts. Hide your emotion.
After watching drop balls and change ups for 5 innings now, there's Montana. Got her, 2 down. They won here. Dialing out to center. And they win again. Stanford stays alive and knocks.
First of all, the fact that ALANA VAWTER pitched her best game of the season and then willingly hands it over to Nyjah Kennedy to close this thing out. And it was the defense that all
of the last Alabama hitters in a row to finish off this game.
Stanford.